Welcome to the next topic of discussion in magnetic circuit. Last class, we were discussing the concept of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, and we have seen the magnitude of induced EMF, and the direction of the induced EMF is supposed to be determined by Lenz's law. So in this class, we will see what is Lenz's law. So Lenz's law obeys the Newton's third law of motion and the conservation of energy. So Lenz's law is basically depending upon the Newton's third law of motion and the conservation of energy. Lenz's law is based on Faraday's law of induction because it will be giving you the direction of the induced EMF. So what do the Lenz's law states? That EMF generated by change in magnetic flux according to Faraday's law, the polarity of the induced EMF is such that it produces a current that's magnetic field oppose the change which produces it. So basically it means that we have seen that in Faraday's law EMF will be produced once there is a change in the flux. Now the direction of the induced EMF has to oppose the cause producing it. So what is the cause? The cause is the change in the flux. So here a current will be produced that will oppose the flux which is producing the EMF. So the negative sign which was used in Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction indicates that the induced EMF and the change in magnetic flux have opposite sign. So usually we use a negative sign with the induced EMF in accordance with Faraday's law, and this negative sign is basically to oppose the induced EMF, the cause producing it, and this is given by the Lenz's law. So let us see the explanation of the Lenz's law. So first case we take when a magnet is moving towards the coil. So we have taken a bar magnet. Here we have a north pole and here you have a south pole, and there is a coil. The coil is stationary. There is no movement in the coil. Only the magnet is moving towards the coil. So when the north pole of the magnet is approaching towards the coil, the flux linking to the coil will increase. So here you have the north pole, and as the magnet is approaching towards the coil, what will happen? The flux linkage between the magnet and the coil will increase. So according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, when flux change an EMF and hence current is induced in the coil, which will create its own magnetic field. So now when the magnet is approaching close to the coil, the flux is changing. So when the change in the flux, there will be an EMF induced, and when the circuit is closed, a current will produce in the coil. This current will produce its own flux, which will oppose the cause which produces it, that is the flux linkage with the magnet. Now according to Lenz's law, this magnetic field created will oppose the increase in flux through the coil, which is possible only if the approaching coil side attains a north polarity. As we know, similar poles repel each other. Now since the current produced in the coil will produce its own flux, which has to reduce the flux produced by the bar magnet. So this is possible only when if the coil attains a north pole here, because this north pole of the coil and the north pole of the magnet will repel each other and the flux will reduced. So once magnetic polarity of the coil side is known, direction of the induced current can be easily determined by applying the right hand rule. So we have now known that the north pole is produced here, north pole is originated in this part of the coil and south pole is here. So we can easily determine the direction of the induced current with the help of right hand rule. So now we will see that case 2, like when a magnet is moving away from the coil. The magnet will be moving away from the coil. So when the north pole of the magnet is moving away from the coil, the flux linking of the coil will decrease. Since the magnet is moving away from the coil, the flux which was linking with the coil will now decrease. So what will happen? Now again, due to Faraday's law, EMF will be produced and current is induced in the coil, which will create its own magnetic field. Now since this bar magnet is moving and flux is changing d phi by dt, obviously the EMF will be produced, and this EMF will induce a current if the circuit is closed, and now this current will produce its own flux. So now the flux d phi by dt is decreased because the magnet is moving away from the coil. So the current which was induced in the coil has to produce its own flux, and this flux has to increase the total flux which is produced due to this magnet. So obviously here it will be south pole, because the south pole and north pole attract each other, because these two are of opposite polarity, so there will be an attracting nature. So due to this attracting nature, we can say that the flux has to increase, and we will get the direction of south pole here and north pole here. And again, the direction of the induced current will be obtained from right hand rule. So the current flows in clockwise direction. So here we can see the current flows in clockwise direction, and in the previous case it was in anti-clockwise direction. Now for finding the direction of the magnetic field or current, we will be using the right hand thumb rule. So we have seen the Lenz law. Lenz law states that, so again let us revise it. So we have a minus sign n d phi by dt, where n d phi by dt is giving you the magnitude of the induced EMF, and the negative sign is giving you the direction of the induced EMF. This is Lenz law will states that these negative sign will create a opposite to the cause which produce it. So d phi by dt is the cause, because the rate of the change of the flux will result in the production of the EMF. So when the flux is increasing, obviously you have to create the polarity in such a way that the flux is reduced. When the flux is decreasing, you have to create the polarity in such a way that flux has to increase. Now, how the direction of the current is obtained, that is the induced current, that will be obtained by right hand thumb rule and the magnetic field. So what is the right hand thumb rule? Let us see. So right hand thumb rule states that if the fingers of the right hand, so we have taken the right hand here, and fingers of the right hand are placed around the wire. So you take a wire, this is your wire, so this is your wire. Now you take the finger around the wire, so that the thumb points, now this is your thumb points in the direction of the current. So this is the current. So if you have a conductor and current is flowing in this direction, so your thumb has to be in upward direction. If the current is flowing in this direction, your thumb has to be in this direction, and the curling finger will be there, which will be showing the direction of the magnetic field which is produced by the wire. So whatever be the direction of the thumb, it will be giving you the direction of the current, or rather the direction of the current is the thumb direction, and the curling of the finger is the direction of the field or the flux density B. So right hand thumb rule will indicate the direction of the current or direction of the magnetic field, because we are getting both B and I along with right hand thumb rule. So we have seen the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, the direction of the induced EMF, and how the direction of the current is being evaluated with the help of right hand thumb rule. Thank you.